If I had to start over, this is how I'd learn Blender without wasting years like I did. I'll show you the system I wish I had, one that actually works even if you only have 30 minutes a day. You start a project full of energy. This is it, you tell yourself. But then, a notification, a new tutorial, another Blender secrets you didn't know video. You close Blender feeling guilty, stuck, and more behind than ever. Stuck being a consumer. I used to tell myself, don't be a consumer. Be a creator. Now, I'm gonna show you how. I'll walk you through the 3 checkpoints that pushed me out of that cycle, the same ones that took me from endless tutorials to creating stuff I'm actually proud of. Keep watching, because what I'm about to show you is the part that every other Blender guide skips. Before you open Blender, pause. Don't touch anything. Most beginners skip this step. Why do you even want to learn Blender? Like really, what got you inspired? Step 1. Inspiration Gallery. I want you to gather every artwork, screenshot, movie frame, photo, anything that made you think, I want to make that, and put it into one folder. Step 2. 3D Skill Finder. Now, take your favorite photo and drop it into this app that I made with Google AI Studio. It analyzes your photo and creates a custom roadmap to learn all the skills required to remake that photo in 3D. This is your compass. Pick one skill, probably the one at the top, or whichever one you feel is a weak point, and make that your starting line. Because the real reason people stay stuck isn't Blender. It's wandering around with no target, hoping getting better magically happens. A clear target stops all your progress from being random. You can start improving with purpose. And suddenly, Blender stops feeling overwhelming, because you know exactly what to learn next. Section 2. Control your time. Now you've got a target, but you still won't learn Blender unless you control your time. People think motivation builds skill. It couldn't be further from the truth.
Ew.
I don't even like to use that word, because the moment someone says, oh, I'll just wait till I have motivation, you know they already lost. Even if the motivation does come, it's temporary, as with all emotions. I'd rather start learning Blender at the most inconvenient time possible in my life, so when I finally do have time, my progress will skyrocket. I find that I work the best with time blocking my day out. But if you work well with to-do list, habit trackers, or reviewing your progress at the end of the week, that works too. In this video, I'm going to show you how I manage my time and use my calendar to create systems that keep me on track. I schedule my week every Saturday morning and start with all my non-negotiables first. For me, that's school, gym, work, meals, sleep, and time for connecting with friends.
That's right.
We're going to cut that out. Usually, these things take up the most time. A day isn't 24 hours. It's not even 16 if you take off 8 hours for sleeping. It's more like 4 after all the things that life throws at you. Let's grab the first item in our skill finder. Maybe that's modeling level 1, around 8 to 10 hours estimated time. Let's break that into 1 to 3 hour chunks across your week. I'd advise against going over 3 to 4 hours in one sitting unless you know that you can stay focused for hours on end without losing energy. I find doing 1 to 3 hour sprints works better because there's more pressure to dial in on the task. Now, where do I put these time blocks? For some of us who only have a couple hours left in our day, that's where it goes. But if you have the luxury of choosing when this time block is, ask yourself this question. What time of day do I feel the most energized? Unfortunately, we don't have a steady baseline of energy throughout the day. It fluctuates and adapts to changes in our environment. Okay, now we're working during our peak energy window. But the system will still fail 80% of the time. We go into a work block and look at our calendar, and all we see is work on Blender. We're gonna have no idea what to do, making starting so much harder than any other task. Instead, let's break down the first few steps and make them so simple it would feel dumb not to start. Like, number 1, open Blender. 2, add primitive shapes. 3, move them around. 4, open tutorial when you're stuck. After you take the first micro step, momentum pulls you forward. Section 3. Make flow the default. You have the target. You have the time, but none of it sticks if your environment is a war zone. Most beginners work in the same place they go to relax. Then they wonder why they can't focus. To easily focus every time you sit down to work, there must be a clear distinction between work and play. You need an office. Good news is an office can be anywhere. Pick a place in your home that you will only use for work. To resist every urge in our body to get distracted while in the office, we must signal to our brains it's work mode. The moment you start slipping and checking social media, immediately step away from your office. Ideally, our phones should be tucked so far away across the house that grabbing it becomes a mini side quest. It is our responsibility to construct this office into a space that invites flow. Flow is a state of mind where everything else fades away but the task at hand. Our mind goes quiet and our body is left with only one option: execute. To obtain flow, all distractions must be eliminated.
Sorry, ma'am. He's in flow. But...
Block certain websites or apps, work during a time that no one will bother you, use a large monitor that hides your view from things that are going to distract you around the house, remove all unnecessary devices, and clutter from our desk.
I can't stress enough how important this section of the video is. Every decision you make today sets the stage for future you.
For a more in-depth look at designing the perfect flow dojo, check out this video by Rian Doris. We should have everything figured out now to finally learn Blender.
Wait! There's one more step. If ignored, our momentum can derail beyond recovery. At the end of each work block, prep your workspace for the next work block. Already have Blender open, already have your water bottle, already have the tutorial open, etc. If you want more breakdowns like this, the stuff that actually builds progress, subscribe. This channel is for the ambitious artists who don't stop at good enough, create worlds from their imagination, and push their limits past a new edge. If that sounds like you, listen to this. Everything I told you in this video won't work if you have a potato as a PC. Click here to find the perfect pre-built PC for Blender.